Good morning, second grade. Today, we are going to create our own word problem. But first, we need to remember what is a word problem. Well, a word problem is just a story. It's a short story. It's a really short story, but in the end has a question that we need to solve. I'm going to tell you a short story about a problem that happened between me and Captain America versus the Green Goblin. He did something so bad that we did not like it. I will tell you the story right now. So please listen carefully. One day, we had the Green Goblin walking around the city, and then he said, I don't like this building. I don't like it at all. I am going to burn this building because I want SpiderMan and Captain America to lose for once and for all. So I am going to burn it down. And then Green Goblin throw his burning ball to the building. And then all the buildings started to burn into fire. There were fire around the building because the Green Goblin was doing something so evil. Now the building was burning and he left and ran away. Ha 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 ha. But then, all of a sudden, Spider-Man and his friend Captain America, they had to solve this problem. There was a lot of people inside. So they went inside the building to save as many people as they can. And we had to solve their problem about how many people they saved. So right now, we're going to read the word problem. And you guys are going to help me to solve that problem. Let's bring the word problem over here. Now, here we have the word problem. So listen carefully while we read this word problem. But we need to remember something that we talked about earlier. The strategies. What strategies do we need to do with this word problem? Think about it. We have to do cubes. Now, let's do cubes while I'm reading this word problem. The word problem says, the Green Goblin burned an apartment. Spider-Man and Captain America had to save the people inside. Spidey saved 17 people and Cap saved 14. How many people did they save in all? So now, I think I'm understanding what the story is about because remember, the word problem is just a story. El problema verbal es solamente un cuento, una historia. So let's see. Let's do the keywords. Let's do the cubes right now. So now we're going to do letter C. We need to circle the numbers. We have two numbers here. We have 17 and 14. Circle the number. That's letter C. Then we're doing the letter U. Underline the question. So what's the question? How many people did they save in all? After this, after underlining the question, we have to box keywords. Remember, keywords are just words that help you understand the word problem. The keywords that helped me are Green Goblin, because we're talking about this bad guy, Green Goblin, and he burned the apartment. So the apartment was on fire. So we had Spider-Man and Captain America, and they had to save the people. So they had to save the people. Now, Spidey, he saved 17 people. And Cap saved 14. The question is, How many people did they saved in all? Look at this word. Here says in all. Think, what do you think that we have to do now when it talks about in all? Está diciendo cuántas personas ellos salvaron en total. Cuando hablamos de total, when we talk about in all, do we have to subtract or do we have to add? Think about it. If you said add, you are correct. We are going to add this number. But the best way to add those numbers is by doing one strategy that we learned in school. I hope you guys remember about these strategies. So listen up. We are going to do this. Do you guys remember this? We are going to do part, whole. Do you remember that? Now we have over here, we have one part and we have another part. So on one part, we have the people that Spider-Man saved and the people that Captain America saved. Spider-Man, how many did we say that Spider-Man saved? He saved 17. And how many did Captain America saved? He saved 14. Spider-Man salvó 17. Capitán América salvó 14. So we need to find how many did they saved in all. We need to find this answer. Okay? So now to find this answer, we need to do something. So right here, we're looking for the whole because this is part, whole. I hope you guys remember the poem. If you do remember the poem, tell your parents the poem. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your sister, and say it with me. If you need a whole, you just add. If you need a part, you just subtract. So, what do we need here? Think about it. What do we need? We need a whole, so we have to add. What do we add? We add 17 plus 14 to find this answer. Now, let's do the number sentence. We have 17 plus 14. We can do it this way, or we can solve it this way. 17 plus 14. I like it more this way. So I'm doing this version. Remember, I need to divide the place value. We have the tens and the ones right here. So now I'm going to do my strategies that we learned at school. With these two, I'm going to do expanded form. Remember that 17, the expanded form is 10 plus 7. Because 110, we have 10 is 110 plus 7 ones. 10 plus 7 is 17. Then we have 14. The expanded form of 14 is 10 plus 4. If we add this right here, it's going to be easier now. So now we have 7 plus 4. Think about it. You have 7, put 7 on your mind. 7 and add 4. We have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 7 plus 4 equals 11. Then we need to add 10 plus 10. That's simple. 10 plus 10 equals 20. Now it's easier. What is 20 plus 11? When you add 20 plus 11, we get 31. Another way to do it, I'm going to use another color. Remember, you can add 7 plus 4 equals 11. But remember this, if it's 10 or more, you put the extra next door. So 7 plus 4 is 11. And then you add the tens. 1, 2, 3, 31. The answer, boys and girls, of this part whole is 17 plus 14 equals 31. And they saved 31 people in all. Now, this is my word problem. I want you guys to create your word problem, but you're going to create your word problem with this number sentence that I'm going to write right here. I want you to create your word problem with 37 plus 25. Quiero que crees un problema verbal con esta suma, 37 más 25. You're going to create a word problem with this addition. So please, click pause para el video, mire el número y me va a crear su problema verbal. Once you finish your word problem, just take a nice picture of your word problem with your strategies and with your number sentence. Good?